Look at that sky. Some more. Anyways, it's hot. I'm sweaty. Ooh, I'm caliente. Haha. Anyways, let me stop. The show in Creole. Man, it is so hot right now. I'm like sweating. But I was like, at 30 seconds, this is when I will start this video. Anyways, you already know who it is. It's your boy. I'm taking my shoes off. Cause I'm at a park. Hello? Hello? Who walks barefoot and who doesn't walk barefoot in the grass? Only cool people. Actually, they've constructed a new bench. I'd have pressure treated, and I do like it because it's not as mucky and the seat is wider. Obviously, this is critical information for you to know. Hello, duh. I got this commandeered bag, and I'm going to talk about it, Boozy. But first, let me drink some water. Oh, that's the stuff. Yeah. Oh my, it's hot. Oh man, look at me. I'm all sweaty. I'm getting more and more out of shape. Ever since my health thing, I'll just stop. I can't work out as much because like everything's too much. And I can't really run without it hurting, but I should really get back into running. I'm so out of shape. Like when people like runner's high is a real thing, and it does make you feel like euphoric. It's true. People are like, oh, I don't get it. If you really like challenge yourself every day and stuff like that, you'll really get it. Not like overdo yourself or burn yourself out, but like if you challenge yourself. And like same kind of thing with workout, but runner's high is just different. It's just very, very euphoric and like self-accomplishing. Anyways, you already know I got it kicked back here. I'm rocking the shorts, the white shirt, the signature. What's the look? There's this park cop. He was parked, but now he's leaving. I might lay down because this is a new bench, and I know ain't no. Let me not say. I don't know. I could know it's clean. It's a well-made bench. Also, I'm just gonna go ahead and record the whole bench. Table. Good bench. There's some bowls that are over here. I'm not even going to touch that. It's not my property. I'm not going to touch it. Anyways, 3 minutes in. It's your boy. You already know what it is. Anyways. Just look at that. Gorgeous. Anyways. Life is swell. Honestly, everything's going so well, and like, even though like, cause I was looking up, yo, I'm doing the movie Belle. It's a review of the movie Belle. Okay, the anime from 2020, animated film. I'm gonna do it, but I gotta shoot the poop, as they always say. They say another word that starts with an H. It's H-I-T, but I'm just not gonna curse in this particular video. Anyways. Oh man, yeah. Life is pretty good right now. It's crazy. It's like, I was looking at like Martin Luther King battled with bouts of depression, and I feel like I'm depressed all the time, and even like not suicidal anymore, but like not like I'm gonna kill myself, but just like thoughts, pervasive thoughts, for a while in itself. But like, it's like, I like the world, and I want to see the world a better place. So I don't know. I feel like if you're doing what you're supposed to, I feel like it's a natural thing that you're gonna, especially when you have like a lot of ambition and you're trying to do a lot of good in the world. I feel like that's just a natural thing, But if you have the right people around you, people that you love, and someone that's your bond, and someone that really enhances you, that's your other half, that completes you. I feel like it's just different. You just see the world in a completely like, you're strengthened. You're whole. When you're whole, They're just easier, you know. It's like there's no struggle. Even things may be hard, but they're not. They're like, even if it's complex or difficult, it's still easy, you know. Yeah, and I've been watching a lot of like stuff about like China and like how they lie a lot, and how they're always faking things, and how just so much corruption is there, and a few other things about just like corruption and just all over, not just China, just all over the world. And just how, like, you know, it's like there's this scene from this movie. There's Cara Delevingne in it, who's an attractive model. Ooh, and the guy, I mean, the guy's pretty attractive in that one movie. I think it was like Valeria or whatever, but this is a spoiler. I'm gonna give you a couple seconds while I'm drinking water to like pause it or skip like the next 20 seconds or whatever. Agua. Anyways, water. Anyways, yeah, but and it's basically like it was like a thought I had. It was just basically like, so 100. Basically, like, they kill 100 humans to make this ooze so that one person can live forever. And I just see that so much, just like in the world. It's like these corrupt people, it takes thousands of people to suffer and be enslaved and just suffer for like one person to live a life where they're not even happy, where they could just, you know, have power and control, which means nothing if you're not free, if you don't enjoy life. So well, they're just thoughts I had, thoughts of thinking thoughts, you know, thoughts in the brain, in the mind. Anyways, I felt it necessary to say what I just said, and it was not a complete waste of your time, so I said it. All right. If you don't like it, subscribe and leave. Now proceed with the regular provided content, the material, the substance of the eyes and the ears, and in the knowledge of this here movie, Belle. All right, Belle. 2022. First of all, let me just say, this movie felt like the troubled and dark aspects in like a radio broadcast. That's just like how this movie felt, you know. It's like it was audio, like it was like obviously, basically, when you're talking about just a best movie, you get American movies and Asian movies. Like, I'm talking about Japanese, I'm talking about South Korea's on fire. We're just cinema movies and just television right now. America, and then like somewhere then it's like UK, obviously third, and then it doesn't really matter. No offense. Like, then it's just like where you're Europe, you're South America. It doesn't really matter. I do like Russian films. A few I like there's a movie called Vladivostok. Oh man, it's so good. It's just like an indie movie, but it's just really good. I like it. Well, obviously no war, but I just, you know, gotta, like, art and entertainment shouldn't be constrained by, you know, politics and just, you know, people being terrible people when you start war. It's like don't start war, you know. Love and be happy. Anyways, let me continue. Yeah, it's just, obviously this movie is good. I would say it's really good. It's not my cup of tea. Like, it's not something I would put on my personal list, but it's definitely really, really good, and definitely top 50 worth of in some form, because it's a rendition of Beauty and the Beast. Basically, this anime kind of rendition of Beauty and the Beast, where basically both the main characters are the Beast, and you basically have this virtual reality. So you have this avatar. So basically, there's this problem called You. It's basically this virtual reality that like basically scans your entire body, yada yada yada, and basically gives you a soul in a new form in this digital world. We're supposed to like basically see what's truly inside of you and project that into an animated character. And project that into like an animated character or whatever. Dang, my arms are getting tired. I'm not trying to get these people in the shop, man. Ain't no consent form is being signed. But anyways, so they just like try and project that into an animated character, which obviously I have problems with. It just, whatever. I'm gonna ignore the problems of just like, there's no way to know that it's, again, somebody made this virtual reality world, and it's basically another human's opinion of what your thing is, because there's no way to actually know that. I don't care what technology you have, there's no way to actually know that, and it's just stereotypical. It's just guessing. It's not actually like in any form realistic. So basically, you have this avatar that supposedly, but not actually, like just whatever like you think in your head or whatever, and things like that. So you just basically, it's kind of like the movie Avatar in a way, but Avatar is just different because you turn into a blue alien. This one you're supposed to turn into like whatever avatar that you truly are. Not really. But anyways, and this is obviously like, especially when you're talking about anime or things like that, the video is going to be a lot longer because there's so much detail, and especially when like there's animation and then there's anime. Like, it's just different. There's so much attention to detail. There's so much craft. Man, you know they're working. Whoever made this joint, you know they overworking them. I'm Mr. America. I'll take a little shots at these other countries who basically force all these people to work a bunch of hours, and overtime is basically mandatory. This is my little soapbox of the day. But anyways, yeah. So there's so much, even just on the visuals alone. It's just so gorgeous, so pretty, it's so well done, and like I said, it just feels like the dark and troubled parts of someone's mind, someone's like being created a radio broadcast. Cause like, I don't know how this, like, it's so dark, but also just so beautiful. But the story is just a resilient fighting story, beat for beat throughout the entire film. So it's magical, but it's really like, it's this kind of like floating, like paint stripe of magnificence and gorgeousness, and just, it's a special piece. And like, honestly, most animes are just normally well done and very like artsy, and this is just another one. But I just feel like this movie is really, really good. And mind you, I don't watch anime a lot, but I did watch 2 other animated movies. But like, this movie was just so special. So it was just so special. Yeah, and I would just say, I don't know. I think I like this movie. It's just a special movie. And it's kind of hard breaking it down, because it's like they leave enough room in it, like kind of like a Western, where it's like room for self-interpretation. So there's just so much packed into this just 1-2 hour film. I think I thought it felt long, but like, if you like anime, then this movie was not long at all. And there's just like there's a lot of different pieces in the film, and a lot of different arcs, but it's all pretty good at staying like sequential. Normally, like, you can get like movies or films where it's like this part, or like the third act just doesn't like align with the first act, but this one, all the pieces align correctly. Everything makes sense. It's not necessarily a fluid film, but like it's continuous. I don't know if I can say that. And basically, so like the main character, his name is Suzu, which is like supposed to, like, I guess it in like whatever language you speak, it means Belle. So like and Belle, Beauty and the Beast, and then basically she has this her avatar character is this like beautiful singing, tall, beautiful, like this Amazonian like goddess like figure with I think his pink hair, and then this beautiful voice, which is actually the young woman's voice. And then you have basically this monster, this beast in this virtual reality world named You. And essentially, like, they basically come to a clash where he's despised and lives in this castle, and she's this pop star in this world, And then the main antagonist is basically like this superhero-like character who has this power to reveal, like he basically, it's like this Green Lantern's like in brightest day and darkest night, no evil shall escape my might, beware my powers, Green Lantern's like, and basically it's just basically this huge like ruby light thing that will like reveal you, and that's the whole basically the threat of the movie, or one of the threats of the movie. Is like you'll be revealed by the lights, you know. So, and obviously towards the end of the film, she's revealed, and she doesn't want to be revealed. But I won't spoil it too much, because like there's a lot of work you could tell is put in this movie that you got to give respect and credit to. But like that's the main thing, is like she doesn't want to be discovered, because there's going to be embarrassment and all these things like that, you know. It's like, and that is very like I don't know, I don't think, like, I don't know, I like this thing, like, and this is like anime, and anime is like Japanese cartoons, or just like Asian cartoons typically. They're just not really cartoons, they're just animated films. They're not like cartoons like SpongeBob or Stinking Jimmy Neutron or Fairly Odd Parents or something like that. They're like Avatar. Like Avatar is not really, it's not really a cartoon. It's like an animated series. There's just a different level. Like it's like one for adult with attention to detail and craft. The other one is for just kids. But yeah, like I said, like 16 minutes in, like there's so much effort and attention to detail and just craftsmanship put in this film. You can't just give it like a 5-minute review and be like, all right, it was good. You like there's a lot of elements I'm gonna breaking down now that are just like the tip of the iceberg and don't really go full detail into this film, you know. And it's like, oh, this is too long. Well, alright, then subscribe and leave. But as I said, like before, this movie is really good. Like, it's really good. Like, and like I said, they're just, like, the art in itself is just so beautiful. It's so smooth and well done. And just, like, the art alone is just really beautiful. Even, like, and I don't even like VR or video game type stuff. I don't really care about that stuff. But just the video game, it's called the U. The world that they designed, just like the artist, is beautiful. Excuse me. The real world is just beautiful. When you like look at the skies and the water, it's like a painting of the actual something, you know. Like that's the difference between like, that's the difference when like I'm watching this film. It's like you can clearly see that there was actual inspiration. It's not just like, hey, let me just draw water from my mind. They're drawing water and they clearly saw something, you know. So yeah, I don't know. It's just, and the story itself is just so powerful, and just like there's elements in this movie where it's mimicking where there's like parts where like she's mimicking her character from the virtual reality, but you just like, it just such a good job of like reverting back to the real world. Like this movie doesn't stay consumed by reality. Like Ready Player One is all about basically your life is not good. Virtual reality is the best thing ever. And then there's another movie like that where it's like virtual reality is the only thing that matters. Like Ready Player One is well, like I would say it's well done, it's good, but like it really does focus on like virtual reality is the only thing that matters. I can't think of anything right now off the top of my head, but there's like a few movies like that where it's like virtual reality is the way of life. But like this movie is not that. It's saying that like I said, this movie has this, you know, an atmosphere and a tone of fighting, overcoming obstacles, fighting through every challenge, you know, and you know, forcing your way to the best of life itself. And it has just, you know, a beautiful story, an amazing rendition of Beauty and the Beast, which when I asked people at my trade school which the best Disney movie was, everybody was like, bro, it's Beauty and the Beast. And I was like, bro, Mulan is so powerful and empowering and doing her own thing. Girlfriend, that's the best movie. And they're all like, honestly. Everybody was like, Beauty and the Beast is the best movie. So, everybody said Beauty and the Beast is the best Disney movie. So, and this is a rendition of that. So it already has an upper hand, but it executes to like just a great level. I honestly like this. I can't poke anything and say this movie is not really good, because it's really good. Even if you don't like anime or cartoons, this movie is just really well done. Really good story. The story is so good. It's told very well. Like, cause there's stories where it's like, are they reading from a page? They read the script, whereas this one, it's like, you know, you're following along, and it's not like a script being read to you visually or with like anything crazy. It's just like the script is a story. It's following the story, you know. And like I say, it's not a fluid movie. It's more like sandpaper and rough patches at parts. But it is very, like I said, it's a broadcast of the dark parts of someone's mind, you know. That's what this movie, like, to me is. That's what the signature, and that's what that's what this movie really is to me. It's like the dark parts and the troubled parts of someone's like mind, of someone's soul, in a radio broadcast, but it's an anime. Anyways, it's good. It's good or it's bad. This one is good. Definitely worth, like, this is a shelfer. This is one you definitely rewatch multiple times. It's a family movie. I would say it's a family movie because it allows you and your kids to talk about things that are important. There's a bee here. Alright, there's a bee here, so we're wrapping this joint up. Off to just try and take my water so I can do some photosynthesis and jazz. Or whatever. Feed the flowers and things like that. So, alright, bro, just back up. Anyways, this is the bee. Yo, what's up? Anyways, y'all see the bee? The bee has gone. Anyways, I'm going to... Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. Belle 2022 was good.